All right. And we're back for the third time, same night,
Boop,
three
boop,
times,
boop,
three
bop, 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 bop. Hold on, where's my thing? Hold on, I'm late. Girl, hold on, I can't find it. I moved everything.
times. I could do it.
Damn,
I could do
I didn't mess.
it. We're back like we never left. Back here to discuss the latest episode 1, season 5 of Abbott. Get on in the chat. Let us know if you've seen it, how you feeling about the show so far, and give us some commentary. Give us some feedback. Ashley, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Like you said, we three deep. I'm ready to get into Abbott. I am. I'm ready to talk about it. I was so looking forward to this premiere. Abbott is one of my favorite comfort shows. I go back and watch the earlier seasons all the time, especially at night before bed. And I was so looking forward to this. I'm ready to talk about it, Tyra. How are you? Are you ready to talk
I'm
Abbott?
yeah. Yeah, I'm ready. I got a couple of words for Abbott. Shout out to the 45 people already here. We are very happy to have you here to discuss all things Abbott. Let's get on into it and start where we normally start with our overall thoughts. Ashley, I'm coming to you because we watched the same episode. What did you think about season 5, episode 1, team building?
Okay. I'll definitely answer that. But if there's already 45 of y'all in here, talk to us. We talk back. Okay, just do that in the chat for us. It helps us a lot. But anyway, overall thoughts, I was not impressed, Tyra. It was bland, it was dry, it was tired. I was not it just we have now the illustrious Gregory and Janine. I need to see something shaking and baking. I need to see y'all waking up together, getting ready to go into school on the first day or something. This gave me nothing that I needed, that I wanted. Even if I could have had Ava and Oshan, pull up together, have a cute little moment, not her just showing pictures. But no, it was fine. But was it like my favorite of Abbott? Absolutely not. Was it a strong premiere? No, not in my opinion. Not if we compare it to what we've had over the past seasons. And I know they're capable. So I'm holding out hope, Tyra. But if I can be honest, it don't sound very sweet, but I was not impressed. And I wanted to be. It's one of my favorite shows.
Uh, very much gave filler, especially filler for Abbott. Abbott has like these reoccurring themes every season where at some point, for whatever reason, we kind of get into a slippery slope and then we pick up and it's great for the past like maybe 2 or 3 seasons. And maybe this is where we are. I would think we would want to start off very, very strong. This game very middle of the road, those filler episodes before we get to the really juicy ones. This felt like that. So to start here from the beginning was a surprise to me. I was like, hey, all right, I know y'all in season 5, but don't be cute. Do not be cute. We have
Don't get
waited. We
comfortable.
waited. We waited for these courtships and these long lasting friendships to turn into something more. I need y'all to expound on what we've been waiting on. To come back here, nothing that occurred here was a part of any vehicle that I wanted to explore. Once we have the dynamics with Ava, even the dynamics with Barb, Gregory, Janine, no one, no one really. I want more. I feel like we spent so many seasons, though they were great. It's a lot of setup, and now that things are in motion, we trying to be in motion too, and we're not yet. This is first episode. We're routine building apparently, so let's just wait and see what happened. But I needed them to come hard and come strong because baby, we love Abby. Don't
We
play.
do. Don't play with us.
But we're gonna be good sports and talk about the things that we got here. Ava said I'm in love. Now look at here. As Ashley stated, I was like, baby, where's O'Shawn? Where's O'Shawn? Where is he dropping you off at work in his practical car and you looking around going, I hope nobody sees me, but I love you too, baby. Where is that? Where is that? Yeah, we're a couple of tens. Like where is that? I need to be in it. The way O'Shawn got Ava all the way together last season, say, girl, I ain't the one nor the two.
So,
Recognize
come
what's
on.
going on here. I like you, but I don't like you that much. It's all or nothing with this. It's like, you know what? That's a little hot. I like that. I like what I'm bringing, and the way they got so interpersonal with her past and with her history and King David and the father. It was so much, and I'm like, okay, baby, this is another couple. I felt like they wanted to touch on another like milestone. Will they or won't they couple because we got Janine and Gregory together, and this was that. It is something that they didn't make us wait for. The pictures were cute, the verbiage of this is us and I'm in love and I don't care who knows it and it's all of that was cute, but baby, we need to see it. Ashley, Ava is in love.
Absolutely. And damn it, if I'm mad I'm getting more from the promo for the premiere than I got from the episode with her and O'Shawn. Because at least if you on IG, you saw them holding hands and talking, and it was very cute. I wanted to see that in the episode. I wanted to see what this ship really looks like, how awkward she is with other people in front of him, like what the holding hands, what the vibes are. Do he got her in check? Like, did he put it on her like that? Like, that's what I wanted to see this episode. I don't want to just hear about it. We want to see it. You know what I mean? It's very cute. I love the softer side of Ava. I like that. This will cheer you up. Oh, Sean without a shirt on. Let me put it a part of the slide deck, but where is he? Let him pop out, okay? That's definitely what I needed. But I love on Ava. I think it looks good on her, but they need to give it to us, all right? And I know this is what 22, 23 episode season that we get with Abbott, but let's get over here. And O'Shawn is fine. So bring him over so I can see him too, up close and personal.
Girl, and Abbott is good for a little interlude, prelude, a little pickaboo. So even if the credits are rolling and O'Shawn is rolling up to pick her up in his car, it was like, oh, I forgot I'm with this man. I hope that nobody see me. Bye, y'all. Let me go get in the car. Like, just give us just a little bit. And
Something.
we spend so much time with the mockery of it because this is a situational comedy and it is a parody and a satire to just the school environment, and I think that is so set in stone. Nobody's ever going to look at this and see anything different, but that doesn't mean that we want that to always take precedent over the other things and the romantic things and the relationships that these people have together. That's all I'm saying. But we just went up so deep. We gonna see this perfect 10. A couple of
Hurry
10.
up. A couple of tens.
But leaving this here and getting over here to this. This is when we get back into just the school setting of it all and things that we're probably going to have to deal with within the season. I was like, Ava, baby, look, you were making things shake when you were out there on your own. Coins was being had.
Mhm.
Collect some more coins and bring them back to Abbott. But of course, that's what's got us in, trouble in the first place and having us lose our job. But we see Ava doing what she's normally doing. But this isn't old Ava that we met first season. This is the new and improved Ava who cares. And we're going to go the extra mile to make sure the school and our classes have what they need. So the fact that we're already running around like, girl, that ain't nothing. What gas? I don't smell nothing. Get up off the floor, cameraman. I don't smell or see anything. It's nothing that Mr. Johnson can't fix. We're already cutting in the cost and the repairs. Now we do make notice that the district is still upset. Maybe they're still mad. They already said they weren't trying to mess with us and give us any funding. And now that this has happened and Ava is back, they're really not messing with us. So it's kind of giving that they're on their own. We have the roof falling in. Maybe the teacher getting up that Jacob can't stand. I wasn't sleeping here. Are you sure? Sleeping here, but we opened the show with that old school down the street that's older than ours. This completely fell apart and gone. Is that what Abbott has to look forward to if we're not going in house and taking care of the school? Ashley, what did this mean for you?
I was a little bit perplexed, and I'll say that because we were going a certain direction, and I think all of us thought we were going that way last season in terms of gentrification, and that eventually Abbott wasn't going to be Abbott anyway. They kind of abandoned the storyline when things get wonky with the golf course and the funding and the bribes of it all. But now that it's in disrepair, we're going to have to do something and make some choices. I wouldn't be surprised if we bring that back this season, part of the gentrification and that. But I mean, are looking very dilapidated and down in the gutter. What I'm hoping though is that the core essence of who Ava is hasn't departed, because
Yeah.
she is really not this type of person. Like, no, we're not gonna go not for this type of stuff, right? I'm gonna find the money. She's always had hustle about her. So to see her kind of being a little bit lax in this area is concerning. I'm like, is this the impact of the love that she has right now, or has Ava just changed overall? Because Ava would be out there, baby, with them people, the high donors from the car wash last season or a couple of seasons ago, getting it out the mud. I am scared because I'm like, is Abbott gonna blow up? Because like we have gas leaks, we have people falling through the ceilings, we got old donuts. It's giving very much dilapidated. And how are we going to manage this when last season they were thriving? They had everything they needed, all the tech, all the equipment, the new library, the new librarian, like,
All
and now
that.
to see it on the other side, I'm like really side eyeing. Like, did something happen? Is this a plot that would you say a scheme Todd set up? What's happening over here?
Yeah, I second that. I definitely was here for that. I just knew that we were going to get into the gentrification and someone else maybe trying to turn Abbott into a charter school. And we got that one sweet, sweet white baby who enrolled, and we didn't really go beyond that. But I think it will be interesting to see how we get things done and get it repaired. But we don't lose our job because they're under a watchful eye now. So all the
Yeah.
things that we have done with Ava seasons ago, we can't necessarily do them now because I'm keeping my eyes on you because y'all shifty over there down at the Abbey. We shall
Yeah.
see. We don't need this. What? She was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. It's not, baby. Everything is trash from what we can see. Abbott's falling apart. But Barbara has a full circle moment, child. Barbara says she's fine. Whose pupil? You were with me for kindergarten, and now you're here to teach at Abbott. Oh, baby Janine is buckling down. Oh my God. All right, Barb. It's gonna be okay. Don't internalize, you're getting old because we see this with Barb. She has a hard time transitioning when things are getting unfamiliar or it's to change or it's anything looming as a representation for how long she's been at Abbott with her being the oldest standing teacher there. Barb says she's fine. She loves it. You come to me for whatever. This is just so great. So my student that was in my class, you're teaching the what? This is amazing. I'm so proud of you. Is she really okay, Ashley?
Barbara's on her way out. I thought last season, that was my prediction. Y'all know I said it. Miss Barbara's retiring. Like, this was too calm. This was too collected when we just had assembly last season where she's standing up. No, Pat Sajak, Willa Fortune there. Willa, is still she ain't come on now. So she has resolved, I think, that this may be one of her last years at Abbott, and I think now she's kind of finally embracing that, you know what, I am a veteran in this, and maybe it is time to pass the torch. I was honestly excited about our new addition. I thought maybe he was going to be really extra and entertaining, but he kind of comes in a little bit dry. And I don't need another Gregory type. Like, we have Gregory. You know what I mean? I'm really interested to see what's going to happen with that and the relationship dynamic. But I honestly do think she's okay. But I do think Miss Barbara's out. I think she's headed out, Tyra. I think she's ready to call it a day and get on her cruises and get drunk. I think she's ready. I do. It felt too calm because normally, why are you asking me? No, I don't have time for that. It's like, yeah, here's my phone number, here's my cell, call me.
Baby, last season, the little girl, what is it, the 100 Days of School? It's like, baby, and who are you? I'm you because you're old. That little girl, and Barb came in there with a little outfit, giving little Kim how many licks does it take to get to the center with her tight jeans on in her Ava
Mhm.
collection. Now, we're fine, and this is great, and woohoo. I was like, okay, Barb. I don't know. I think that they're going to save that. I thought that it would have been really, really impactful because they know how to tug at us. When we saw Ava get fired, Charlie was like, no, what are we doing? Not Ava. And I think it's the same with Barb. So that's probably something that they're going to save for later seasons. But I think it would, I'm hoping that they wouldn't because it is interesting to really get into the whole full circle moment of teachers when you do get to that moment of realizing you have to retire. And what am I going to do with my time moving forward? And still,
Yeah.
but I know that would be complicated. How would they include Barb into the narrative in the show if she's retired? But which child? The kindergarten is across the hallway. All right,
I don't know.
it's fine. We're gonna trust and go with it and see how this goes and plays out throughout the season. Now, I too with this young man, Dominic Clark, new teacher. I was like, oh, he's gonna matter. I was waiting for him to matter the entire episode because we know that's been Janine's thing. Still the new kid on the block. We are years in at this point, but she's kind of
6 years.
reserved that space, kind of being jealous. I had to work for this Barb. You didn't come in here with the same type of energy from me. All the stuff we've been through. What about the $5 you owe me, Miss Barb? Like all of that. And it's like we're just so easily to be inclined and accept Mr. Dominic Clark, and it's so positive. And it's just like, well, wait. I'm gonna be the mean teacher. Yeah. No, I think I came in a little too strong. Goddamn, Janine. It's just like, yeah, I don't have to be that. I can be that teacher, and we do see that even with how she interacts with Miss Shementi and some of the things that she requires. And it's like, yeah, we know your quirks. We know you're gonna go with this donut. We know, like, you've been here. You're embedded into the Abbott culture, Janine. You're not the new teacher on the block. But nothing from Dominic, even though we did have that moment of her giving advice, like, oh, I know my purpose now. Is he a mainstay here? Nothing about what we got here so far gave that he's a permanent stay. He was just extra. He gave like one of those one-off parents that we have here and we never see them again. Is he coming back? Is he here to stay? Actually, do you
Well,
care?
I thought I had read that he's going to be a series regular, that he's going to be part of the Abbott staff, but you know what that could mean. We have a couple of regulars that we see intermittently in the background that aren't really there. Cree is one of those people we don't see every episode, but they're there. I just really thought he was going to make more of an impact when he came through. I'm hoping he's a part of a core because I want to see a young black man get good work and work every episode. That would be amazing, but I think he's going to have more to offer. Like I'm saying, not, and not to fill that same Gregory space. I'd really be interested to see what they're going to do with his character. There's potential here. I like the connection that he has from Miss Barbara. He was her student, you know, one of her first classes there. And even a friendship with Janine could be cool. We don't know anything about him. He came in very bland in this and without really a motivation or a perspective. And what the show has done really well up to this point with most of the characters that are going to be regulars or, you know, here and there is they give every character a very distinct personality. And he has probably been the blandest that we've met so far. And I'm just curious about that. So, I mean, I hope for his sake that he's going to be a regular, but I also hope they give him something.
I think they're saving it. I'm hoping that they are because I'm like, they wouldn't have put him in our face immediately in contrast to Barb and Janine if he wasn't going to matter. I think
Yeah.
Barb and all this positivity is going to go by the wayside when she realizes the type of teacher that he is. And maybe he's coming with all of these different new quirks and ways to do things. And Barb is like, like, oh, well, actually, it's just like, well, no, this is how we do it now. And it's kind of giving out with the old and with the new and giving Barb discontent. But right off the bat, baby, they ain't give him nothing. I think he had a couple of words of dialogue, but we shall see because we know who come through with the personality. What's stepdaddy at? Where he at? Where he at? We need to get over there with that. But we will definitely be waiting to see what Dominic Clark is given. But getting here over here with Janine. What's Janine's new role? I don't ever want to say that I have enough of Janine as a teacher. I want Janine in totality. Janine for so long suffered like personally with her like personal life and the woes of her family, her mom, her relationship, you know, being used all around by everyone. And now she's with Gregory. Baby,
Mhm.
let us see that.
That's what
This
I'm saying.
don't play with us this season, okay? I love their dynamic. I want to see and explore so much more of their relationship, even if they in Janine's little cracker box apartment talking about their day and preparing for the next morning or going through paperwork or something. I really want to get into that as well as Janine, the teacher, and how she's evolving because I'm not the new kid on the block anymore. Don't spare us none of their relationship. Y'all made us wait 17 seasons. Give it all to us now in abundance. Ashley.
Yes, please. Because what are we waiting on? Y'all took us down through there to even get to this point in the relationship, and now y'all are just mailing it in. No, I need to see him grabbing her booty on the side when nobody's looking in the hallways. I need to see the morning. I need to see the evenings together. We've waited so long. I need to see them stealing kisses, and especially now that she can feel secure in the relationship because they're almost a year deep as far as what we know. Yeah, yes, Diane Reeves fan, we need an engagement. We need something spectacular with their arc this season. And I also want to see Janine step into the new. Like, I feel like she's at a good point to really move into the new era of her life, like she says in this episode. Like, now, the student has become the student. The student has become the student. The student has become the teacher. And I really would like that for her to kind of take on. And not to change her personality, of course, but just to kind of walk in more confidence this year because, girl, you are that girl. You have been at the district. You're a good teacher now. You're solid in your relationship. Like, it'd be nice to see her move that way without all the insecurity, without all of the neuroses. I'd be interested to see what that looks like on her this season. I want her to walk into it and love on that man. That's what I want to see. Where the relationship going?
I want to see her son, everybody. Like, I am not the new kid on the block. How they try to kind of like dismiss and reserve her. Oh my God, Janine, please. I want to no, because I said what I said. I want somebody to say what I said moments with Janine because I've been here. I've put in the work. I'm just as much of a teacher, skilled teacher as everybody else, even with more experience. Because baby, I went on down to the district. Okay, I have experiences that none of you have shared. I want some of that off of Janine. I want her to talk about ish this season. I want maybe a cute little what's your name, Bob? Because they calling you Bob. Stop playing. You know that I'm known for the Bob. I want a cute little hair switch up. I want some teams with Janine. Okay. After season 5, I feel like everything, because slowly everything, if it's not her hair, her confidence, her wardrobe, just evolving away from who we first met, and her just not being equipped and not believing in herself either way. I think we're here. We got that man. We got that man.
Mhm.
We're back where we wanted to be because they try to be cute and take Janine out of Abbott. No, we're back here. Let's be in it and be an inspiration. But I want to have a little bite with a bark this season, just a little bit. Because you don't do it, and they always have her take like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." Like, yeah, oh no, I sorry. Like, no, I said it and I meant it. We don't have to apologize for anything or act like that we were. Oh, I'm just imitating you, Shaminti. No, I said what I said, Shaminti. I will headbutt you in this.
And I
I
meant
will,
it. And I'm standing on it. Big
headbutt
business.
you in this teacher's lounge. I just want a little smoke, but just a little bit. No more shying away from Janine, and I'm just not even going to ask Barb about this $5 because it's Barb. No, but we have Shaminti here. I needed some more from Jacob too. I love Jacob down. I love Jacob. Nothing's changing for Jacob though. He's staying in his same room. But Shaminti, baby, second grade to sixth is wild. After years, girl, the way I would have told Ava no. The way I would have told Ava no, get somebody else to do it. But Shaminti, and yeah, I can do it. Yeah, yeah. It's like, let us give you a little taste of what you're gonna be getting with those sixth graders, because this is completely different. They're gonna give you a run for your money. It was very much your mama and your mama. It was giving your mama jokes and then some. The way that they showed her, the way that sixth grade was gonna take her through there, and we abruptly tried to change our mind and take it back. This is going to be different for her. I'm interested to see, because this is also where she and Bob kind of meet, because they aren't too far removed in the age range, and kindergarten and second. She's going to be on a different floor
Yeah.
away with older children, and I just don't know. I'm scared for her because sixth grade is wild. Ashley.
Girl, I can't imagine. And she's been doing this for so long and having her, second graders and sixth grade baby is a whole new world. I hope we get a Dangerous Minds moment when she's up there and Jacob really has to step in and be her guiding light because Shaminta used to dealing with them little kids. She ain't used to them big ones. So I'm interested and I liked it. It showed her humanity, I think, in this moment because she does have so much bravado all the time and she's so confident about what she can do. Like she said, I learned the new math. I'm good. We're good. I'm good to go. But then when it came down to it, Ava, I don't think I'm ready for this. Girl, you had since June. What you need, because you're going to have it, it's going to happen. But I like that. I like to see her vulnerable and that she doesn't have it all together. But I know once she gets in, she going to snatch the kids up. It's not going to be a problem because she's not going to play. Melissa is not going to play with these people.
She's not.
But I like to see this. I like to see a chink in her armor a little bit.
Yeah, I just like this. I like them too over there because Jacob can't stand that man. I liked him teaming up with his sworn enemy to give her a little taste of what's to come because they've judged Jacob so much and he really had to find his own with these damn kids. No matter that older age group was giving Jacob hell. So now I can share a little bit of what I've learned in my life and lend you something. I like how they're reworking and rearranging and changing things this season because sixth grade where I would have said hell no. That's totally different. Baby, sixth grade from second? No, I know mine. I don't go beyond second grade. Don't ask me to do it. Mr. Johnson is here doing what he normally does. Because Mr. Johnson is just as much a part of staff as anybody else. And we have Mikey Day here in this episode as this district clerk, and he's here to give checks and balances. And things seem off with Abbott. I say, out of all the places that you could go, you're here to work on Abbott with team building, as if they don't show up for each other every single season in the best way. But okay, we don't know them. And we have the perfect thing here because nothing seems to stick. Everybody's all over the place. And Janine and Gregory enlist everybody in helping Mr. Johnson learn how to ride a bike. This is team building at its finest. Ashley, what did you get out of this? Because normally everything with Mr. Johnson for me is a chuckle, like big belly laugh, like, oh my God. This didn't, pull at those strings for me, but I mean, it was at least a little bit entertaining.
Yeah, it didn't. And I wanted more because I think it was a primetime moment because Mr. Johnson knows how to do everything. Like they said, you was in the Tour de France. How you not know how to ride a bike? It kind of tipped on his lore a little bit. But I did. I wanted to feel it more, and I don't know what the disconnect was. I don't know if it was like the placement of it. I don't know if it was kind of the shallow conversations around it,
Yeah.
but it didn't quite land for me. I mean, it was fun. It was cute. Everybody get out there, I don't know how to stop. Like, but even the laugh on that, I was like, oh, like I wanted more. I wanted a bigger payoff. And I think we wanted that because we've gotten it before. So we know they're capable of it. It just didn't wrap up. I probably would have wanted more from the district person, maybe him, maybe some situation with him, and the rest of them. I don't know if this really worked for me towards that because I really think they're trying to show us that now the district does have this watchful eye and there's always going to be eyes on them at any given moment, and maybe he's the guy that's going to pop up. If that's the case, I'd want him to be more ingratiated with the cast right now. But yeah, it was fine. I hate that, but it didn't get like any belly laughs or make me feel like, oh, I was just like, oh, all right.
I was waiting for those credits. I just knew that we were going to have Mr. Johnson. See, yeah, you see how I help them out and they don't even know I'm helping? This is what I do. I'm in the interworkings of Abbott. Of course I know how to ride a bike. I know how to do everything. Girl, we was going to have a stunt double, popping wheelies, doing all type of hurlies through the I thought it was gonna be BMX Tony Hawk all down the street on a bike because I knew how to ride a bike. I was just doing my Mr. Johnson thing. It was like, no, we were just resting the laughter on Mr. Johnson's old and he doesn't know how to ride a bike. I was like, okay, it's cool. Let me not nitpick on the first episode. Now episode 2 and 3, it's gonna be cute. I ain't gonna play with y'all. Don't play with Mr. Johnson because he's gonna get them laughs every time. Every single time. But in adjacent to him getting those laughs, of course, there was somebody there by his side the entire time. Gregory. What are we doing with Gregory? Gregory is simply here. Please do not make this a theme throughout the show. And where I'm saying that I want so much from Janine in a growth in romantic sense and to see their relationship, I want that in the opposite with Gregory. Gregory came here with the ambitions to be a principal. And we kind of dropped that because he realized, of course, he's learned and matured so much in his own way, being with those students and the kids and the gardening and the relationship and everything. It's nothing, to jump to be that. And we kind of dropped it. But once we had Ava taken out of the school, he kind of got there and got a feel for it again and remember why he wanted it
Yeah.
in the first place. And I really wanted that for the audience to kind of put not so much disrupt, but a little contingency in him and Janine's dynamic because you're not, right there in that way, and you're also the boss. Like, this is just, a little weird, but maybe really kick back into what Gregory initially came here for. And Ava, you don't deserve this position. But of course, that's like, okay, well, where do we leave Ava then? Because we want her in Abbott too. But I want them to figure out how to make sure we're integrating Gregory. And the way they did it last season, of course, it was those growth milestones with his dad, but that was his dad and their dynamic. What are we going to do with Gregory this season that has him pop out and not just be old Gregory with the arms down the hall and Janine's boyfriend? Ashley.
Yeah, I don't know. He was so stalled in this episode and so reserved. We don't even get his quirks, and I think that's kind of intrinsic to who Gregory is now. It's always going to be something, like especially prepping for school that first day. If I could have seen him cleaning, that probably would have given me the satisfaction of like, okay, this is Gregory. But you're right. He does have greater ambitions. He's got the education for it. He sat in the role for a moment. What is next for him, right? He was like ride sharing or doing gig work in
Yeah.
addition because he was trying to make things shake. So what has happened since that time? He and are he and Janine going to move in together to kind of alleviate some of that? I don't know. I'm curious, but I do know we need an arc for him and a true arc all his own that's independent of anybody else. Really, what's making him passionate? Is he going to go and take on the business, his father's gardening business, because that motivates him now? What is it? We have a couple of different directions we can go with Gregory. I just don't want to see his character fall flat. Like I still want more for him. And I also want to see growth, right? Just like in Janine, like, but I still want him to keep the essence of who he is. In this episode, it gave very much bland. Like, do we have to have old boy come and threaten to beat him up again? Like, I need something from you, Gregory. It didn't give me much.
I don't know. They know they're supposed to have Gregory look at the camera at least once. Like, where's the glance at us? Gregory's supposed to look at us every episode at least once. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? And I just put Gregory here. I didn't have anything else here for anybody because I was like, Jacob is fine. Barb is
Yeah.
fine. Sheminti, they were just, especially with Sheminti and Barb being older teachers, this is what their ambition was, period. And even with Jacob, baby, Jacob wanted to be at the cookout. He is there. He is serving plates. He wanted to be the best teacher he could be rambunctious, and be an ally. That's who Jacob is in a sense. So we don't have much of an expectation there. Then I was like, well, Gregory is what is Gregory? I don't know.
Yeah.
So
We
hopefully
don't
we
know
get
right now.
more into that as the season goes. But going where we always go because there's no better place to be. You already know. Ashley, do you have any at all predictions for either the remainder of the season or the next episode?
I really, 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 really hope that this new character is somebody. This new teacher, I really hope that he has a big personality and he adds something to the dynamic of the existing cast. I really need that for us. Sean better be in episode 2. All right. I'm not about to play with you, Ava. Like, we need that. I need that. I want to see what kind of scheme, what kind of legal scheme we're going to do to get this money that we need so that Abbott doesn't fall apart, or how we're going to have to band together to save Abbott. Again, I'd be here for that. I think we're going to see Barb either, like I said, fully resign herself to, retiring, or kind of get a whiff of like, oh my God, like what am I doing? Like, am I really being phased out here? Is he really a better teacher than me? I would like a crisis of confidence for Barb this season. That would be kind of cool. You know what I want for for Gregory. Like I said, whatever direction he wants to go, I just need him to go in a direction. I know he's not satisfied just in teaching, even though he seems to love it now. There were always other aspirations and passions. So let's go there. With Shaminti, I want to see her struggle next episode with these sixth graders. At least for the first episode, I want to see her struggle with that. Like you said, our baby, he's going to be our baby. He's going to dance and have fun and have a good time. And maybe he'll be up for a Teacher of the Year award this season. And as far as Janine, I do want her to evolve. I do. I want Janine to evolve, and I want more in this relationship. I want more details. That's what I want.
I want to see Jacob outside just a little bit dating because you are worthy. I want to see that. I want to see cute moments with Jacob and him being, teacher of the year. That would make his whole day, child. That's his life's ambition. That would be great. I think I spoke enough on what I want for Janine. Not just in the work sense, but give us some more of her just basking in her real life and how much growth she's having with Gregory, and knowing that she is that girl and she's a permanent stay down at Abbott. You gotta let people handle you. You handle situation, even if it's coming from Ava. Sheminti's gonna struggle. Sheminti is going to struggle, but probably for all of 5 minutes. I think we'll have moments. Is Jacob still living with Sheminti?
Yeah. That's why he
Oh,
was like,
that's
"You didn't
okay.
tell me
Yeah.
you're teaching my grade."
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
think we'll have more moments there of her having to come to terms with maybe asking Jacob for a little bit of help and realizing that I do need help, even though I am, a long-term established teacher. This is different for me and something that you unfortunately have more experience with than me. I think that's going to be that. Maybe put Ava over there with her man. He's my man, friend. Put her over there with her man. We want to see her basking in that, in the growth that she's having as a person. Because we know that it's tedious and slow and like turning a screw with egg. Where you get a little bit of information and, she sheds light and she's a little bit more vulnerable. So I think that that's going to be great for us to see that growth and see what they're going to be doing. Because don't act like O'Shawn was above some plotting. So I got to do what to make sure y'all got what y'all. Okay, well, I'm going to give y'all a little bit more time. I'm going to hit you up on the celly if anybody's headed this way from the district.
That part.
I want to see, what we cook up to get what we need because the building is falling apart. Gregory, come on, Gregory. I already know. And even this love that he has for teaching, I know that that's there, but I know that that aspect of Janine leaving, I think he likes the comfort of being right there next to Janine and them kind of being in this environment. And I want to know, just the testament of their relationship, if roles are reversed or if a little gradual separation, even if he's just assistant principal, would that make a difference in their
Yeah.
dynamic? Because I can't just open the door and see you. Barb and that new teacher, I want some smoke to be had. I want some smoke to be had. I want, some crosses to bear. I want more personality from that man so we'll know who he is and know his name. If I didn't put his name here, I wouldn't have remembered it. And we are so known here for so much personality from every single character, down to, the random parent that you may not see
Yeah.
a season later. You know exactly who they are and what they showed up here for. He didn't show up and do anything. That's why I'm like, he must gonna be wilding all outside next episode. We're definitely
Hope
going
so.
to see. But y'all, that was Abbott. Hopefully, we gave you guys in depth because I had to reach in my pocket for that. Ashley, anything you want to share with the folks before we get out of here? Say goodnight.
Do not forget Friday night, Fine Men Friday. Okay, it's back. It's back and in full regalia. Be there or be square. It's a fun time. And then we also have Reasonable Doubt, so don't forget to be there. And we have a movie marathon, Try Not to Laugh, which should be really, really fun on Saturday. So make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to like and drop a comment. It helps. And we appreciate y'all being here and coming through to support us tonight.
Yes, Danny, let it be known. If you got a membership, it didn't come nowhere but from Emma. It came from my name, Emma. It came from Emma Cross coming through, representing and supporting the chat the best way that they can. We definitely appreciate that. Like Ashley said, be there, be square, all that good stuff. The links are already up for that. So go and cut that notification on so you can be there right when the video starts so you can engage with us. Because you don't want to miss Fine Man. All you new members, go on down there and go see what that Fine Man about to let you know why you need to be there tomorrow for that. You don't want to miss that because it's a hot mess, so much of a hot mess that we immediately put it behind paywall because it's private and that's my business and my Tabitha Brown voice. We don't disclose that to other people.
You can't tell it's a company. Nope, not for
No,
company.
we definitely appreciate you guys who came here thrice for us, 3 times. That was absolutely phenomenal. And hopefully, you guys come back twice tomorrow for Reasonable Doubt and Fine Men Friday. I'm going to leave you guys with these thank yous, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, y'all.
Man, you the baddest and you know it. Beep. Is that my bestie in a testy? Fresh blowout, skin on town. She ready. She look good with a T at the end. I'm a hyper every time. Now my mouth pick a friend. She been down since the jellies and the bobos. Now me stepping out the G and my nullos. When we pull up to the scene, they be filled with jealousy. If a chick is finicky, she gon' bring the energy. I hit a phone with a C life. Guess what? All the rich boys wanna on us. I just sitting